Hey, good Wednesday morning. I know many of you like to see these videos earlier than this. It'll be probably 8 o'clock before it posts. And so many of you, if you don't see it early, you just don't see it that day. It gets skipped. I've been outside for a while just piddling, but that's all I'm doing is just piddling. But I've had a thought today, and that is considering the nation of Israel. There's a miracle in her story. Uh, it's miraculous that no nation has ever been more hated and yet survived. And in Isaiah 43, God says that I will gather your children from the east, the west, from the north, and bring them back into a land. And there's no other nation that I can think of, number one, that has a history as long as the nation of Israel. And number two, one that was primarily on the brink of extinction. A people that have preserved their culture, preserved their way of life, preserved at least their part of holding up a covenant, a remnant of a covenant for sure. And when you consider the Egyptians, the Assyrians, the Babylonians, the Medo-Persians, the Greeks, the Romans, even the Ottomans, people have conquered Israel. They have deported her citizens. They have scattered her abroad. And then God fulfilled his word beginning in the late 1940s, gathering Israel back into a land. We look on a map and we see a place called Israel, not experiencing the total land promised to her in the covenant that God made with Abraham, but still yet a people that are there called the nation of Israel, a regathering after thousands of years of not occupying a land. And I know that whole situation is just ripe with all kinds of problems because others have moved in when Israel was vacated. But still yet, God has regathered them, fulfilling the promise of Isaiah 43. And really, that's the most unique national story in the history of humanity as far as I'm concerned. And then we see our own country from many presidents who have been staunch allies of Israel, including the current president, and then other presidents who have been much softer, not wanting to overturn 75 years of U.S. policy and history, but being much softer in that alliance, and maybe behind closed doors, even saying other things, or being more supportive of Israel's enemies and Israel's neighbors. But nevertheless, God is up to something in Israel, and the whole world is coming together, just like according to God's plan. And we can be confident of that, and we can sit back and watch. But as we watch, Israel is a catalyst prophetically. Israel is what we look at as a barometer. What is God doing there? And it ought to wake us up. It ought to catch our attention, and it ought to buoy our faith. And I hope you have a great Wednesday. Let's pray for Brother Charles Simpson. Charles has just been under the weather for a couple of weeks, and just puny. Let's pray for him. Let's pray that he'd be encouraged. Pray for my friend Jeff up in Stokes County this morning. He's texted me. Let's remember those who are traveling, and pray for our teens as they get ready for Teen Week in Covington, Virginia. And don't forget, we have Bible study today, 11 a.m., 7 p.m. Take care and God bless.